to open the discussion as to what practical steps and actions we can take to put pressure on our elected members, councillors and on Teledyne itself. It could be useful just to bring one of our officers on just to speak about what we are about, how we were formed, so perhaps Leslie can give us a bit of an insight into how we formed.
Oh, already?
Yes, please.
All right. If you know what we're going to do this at the end, 1 second. Yeah, I'll stand up here. Yeah, so I've just sort of written a few things down to let you know who we are, what we are doing, and how you can get more involved with us, hopefully, those of you who are local. So we formed shortly after Israel embarked on its genocidal mission back in October. We've organised dozens of marches and events, many of them focused on the Teledyne plant that we're focusing on here today. We've distributed tens of thousands of leaflets promoting the events, provided information to the public on the boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign, and we've also started to lobby our elected representatives to push them to divest the West Yorkshire Pension Fund from Israeli-focused companies, and we're doing very, very much more. I won't go through everything. One of the things I just wanted to say, perhaps diverting from my brief, but is that we always need to keep in the forefront of our mind is that Israel cannot survive or even contemplate wider wars or incursions without Western backing, and that's why what we're doing here is so important, because we're in the West. So it's so critical. You know, everything we do here matters. Why every action we take over here matters, because it weakens our government, which is basically keeping Israel alive. And we are in good company, aren't we? Because over in the US, the belly of the beast that funds the Israeli terror regime, we witnessed recently over there and then mimicked across the globe some of the biggest protests for Palestine that we've ever seen, and the inspirational encampments on 70 universities has been really inspiring, and we've seen that replicated here, including Yorkshire and Leeds. And these sort of actions do shake the establishment, and it's certainly shaken some of the MPs right out of office recently, hasn't it? So what we do is important, because Palestinians see our actions on various social media, and it helps them retain those, grasp onto those threads of hope, despite the horror that they're living through. As I said before, we're part of worldwide protest and action. A couple of months ago, people were gathering in Jordan every night, as close as they could to the Israeli embassy, to protest at their government's complicity with Israel. And it's these sort of protests for Palestine in the Arab countries that I think could spread and set off a revolutionary wave against all of those rotten Arab monarchs and dictators. That would be a massive step forward for the Palestinians, to isolating Israel and to help liberate Palestine. But all the actions we do, they're not just stunts. The damage they cause to companies such as Teledyne, the drain on the police and the courts, drain on their time and their resources, they can wear down the authorities and the establishment, and that's really got to be our aim. We've got to cause enough disruption for it to become problematic for these warfare factories like Teledyne to operate, and ultimately to stop our government from backing Israel. I'm saying all of this because it can be easy to feel that what we're doing is not making change quick enough, because when we hear the horrific news over the last week. But some things do change. The Tories got a kicking in the recent elections, and so did Labour in places where pro-Palestinian independent candidates, we have one here, stood. And don't forget, the apartheid regime in South Africa also didn't fall overnight. It took people like yourselves, people like us in the room, being dedicated and focused, innovative, and building the campaign. We need to keep up every form of protest, all of our marches, occupations, boycotts, lobbying, the West Yorkshire Pension Fund that I mentioned earlier. We'd be better placed if the trade unions were doing more and had more confidence to use their workplace strength, to bring everything to a standstill, because it's not just what's going on in Gaza that's horrific. Nearly everything you see in our system and in the world is rotten. But we do what we can where we are. We need more actions, we need more people, and really this is a bit of a plea to you. We can do a lot more if we have more organisers. Loads of you must have skills that people like me don't have, and there's all sorts of different things you can do. Sharing your ideas and actions for a start, distributing flyers and posters, helping write template letters to our representatives, stewarding the protests that we have, fundraising, that's absolutely crucial for everything we do. Donating, you can donate here if you like to. But yeah, please join us, share your ideas and your energy for Palestine. I'd also urge you to join us with our organising meetings. We meet fortnightly as an organising group. Anybody and everybody is welcome. The next one is next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, that's the 23rd, I think, in a cafe called Cafe Liza, just opposite the college on Great Horn Road. They're always advertised on our WhatsApp groups. You can, if you're not already part of Bradford Friends of Palestine, scan the QR code here. But basically, keep on doing all of this. Stay united, stay together, stay with us until Palestine is free. Thank you.